All right, shalom, shalom.
Yeah, shalom.
We the real Hebrew Israelites coming week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of American society. We're going to start out giving all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Kakadash. We're going to honor some apostles and elders and GMS and brothers that sincerely doing this work. And if your sisters are listening and learning, being obedient to their husband. We back again. It's the, it's always, pushing the word. It's just an open forum. Just gonna go through the spirit, basically what we seeing a lot of these conscious communities falling, like young Pharaoh and you seeing Polite, he's in the tomb. Apostle was just talking about that because I was listening to his video today, and you basically seeing all these guys on this with the black woman is God. Falling, man.
Yeah, they falling.
And which is the spirit anyway, because we've been telling y'all that was off for a long time, and y'all didn't want to listen to us when we was expressing this, man. You got to come to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. If it ain't about Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you're going off, Like it says in Isaiah 8 and 20, to this law and to this testimony, you speak not according to this word, and there's no light in you. So it's a lot. It's not a lot of light in these people. They got a little light. They think they got a little truth, and they got the truth. No, you gotta have 100%.
Yeah, I got some real quick. Just going. Actually, I got two, but I'm gonna stick with this one first. Isaiah 54 and 17. But before I read it, like the brother was just making mention of these conscious community niggas, or anybody, to be honest. What we're seeing is that the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is above all doctrines. Alright? If you come up against this truth, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, he got it out for you, man. Nothing can come up against the true words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai by the way of his prophets. And what we've been witnessing throughout the years is that anybody that comes up against this truth, they eventually fall. Anybody that comes up against this truth eventually ends up worse than they were before, But this is Isaiah 54 and 17. It says, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. What is that weapon? That weapon is dealing with doctrines, all right? It can be a physical weapon, but ultimately, no weapon formed against us shall prosper, which is the doctrines of this world, all right? And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn. So a lot of people is being condemned from the things that they're saying out of their mouth pertaining to the scriptures, man. Pertaining to the Israelites, the Bible, all right, all of the mockery, the scorning, all right. Eventually, those people are going to start to get condemned. And we're actually witnessing a lot of guys that came against this truth, whether it's the apostles and elder bishop, they have their examples. Now we're witnessing our examples that's happening today. Like the brother mentioned, young Pharaoh, Polite, a lot of these scoffers. All right, what's that dude? I think Rap the News, that dude was put to death. Yeah, he died. Right? So whoever comes up against this truth, eventually the Lord is going to have their number, man. This one says, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. So this is the custom that has happened since the ancient world. Somebody comes up against the prophet, somebody comes up against the truth. Moses, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, all right? Eventually, all right, judgment happens to them. It never fails. When you go into the scriptures, you see those different houses that comes up against the prophets. Eventually, the Lord will put judgment on them,
I got a quick one.
Okay.
This Isaiah, this is Acts 5 and 38. Now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. And a lot of it has been coming to naught. Because the Lord been really tearing these people down, as you can see. Even that dude Comfy, he got tore down. He's dead, man. That's what they say. Allegedly, he got put to death, you know.
He had it.
Yeah, man. So the Lord is taking out these false prophets, man.
Yep.
You know, because they got to go, man. You know, a lot of guys that been amongst us been bugging out.
Yep.
I mean, this has been the year to redeem apostates, fallouts, and agents, right?
Yep.
So you've been seeing a lot of that been coming to pass.
Yeah.
You know, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Yep.
From one verse. But if it be of the Most High Power of God, ye cannot overthrow it. Lest happily ye be found even to fight against the Most High Power of God. And a lot of these people been fighting against the Most High. They're not fighting for truth, man. They're fighting for wickedness because they want to stay here. They want to have their life here. Like the mother two clowns who got tore down by his woman. You know what I'm talking about. And just recently they was with Sakari. The Deacon Akai and Hassan.
Bitch ass Deacon Akai.
Yeah, man. You see how the Lord tore them down, man. The Lord got rid of them quick. They just started their thing, and they ain't gonna last
the beginning,
no more than what, 3 months?
Yeah, Genesis.
Yeah, man. The Lord just removed them that quick, man.
Yeah.
Soon as they started, fast as they went down.
Yep. Just like what, like going back to the precept of the no weapon formed against thee shall prosper. Anything that comes up against this truth is not the real truth, the 100% truth. All right, it's not gonna prosper. All right, it's not gonna succeed, excel, because the doctrine of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is over all things, man.
Yeah, man.
You know. Now going back to what the brother just brought on in Acts 5, the gates of heaven. Look at that. The 16th chapter in the 18th verse. Thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. You see that? That's very important, and that's a very heavy statement that the Lord told Peter. The gates of hell is a representation of the elites of this world. All right, those are the gates of hell. All right, you can say the small hats, the Amalek, the New World Order. You know, and it trickles on down to the doctrine. All right, of these demons, these devils. So the Lord told Peter, the gates of hell shall not prevail against thee. So if you have the true knowledge of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, we're going to condemn anything that comes our way by the way of the Holy Spirit. All right? When they come out with the doctrines of the Trinity or saying that Yahushai, who they call Jesus, is God, we're destroying all of those doctrines by the way of the Holy Spirit. When these Egyptians and Egyptologies come into the mix and they say they're BS, we didn't destroy them going on goddamn 13 years ago already, man.
That's right.
That's why who killed Kemet? The Israelites killed Kemet. Only thing that anybody can do right now is tag in Hebrew Israelites within their content now. Because the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua has taken over the entire world right now.
That's right.
You know?
This is 2 Corinthians 10. I'm starting at 3. For walk in the flesh, we do not war after the spirit. Salaki. So for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. So this because we in the flesh, we walk through the spirit, because in the spirit, that's what's going to gain anything anyway, man. You know, a lot of these people follow wickedness anyway. You know, and that's what a lot of these different conscious communities follow. They follow wickedness, man.
Yeah, it's all. And when you go into the depthness of that whole Egyptology and that Pharaoh shit, that these niggas that's been popping up, like that young Pharaoh dude, that's all a perversion, man. The Numa Elish, the Book of the Dead, what is it called? It's another book reference. The Numa Elish, the Book of the Dead, the whatever books they got, whatever doctrines they got, you know. You go, that is number perversion, homosexuality, you know, beastie, idolatry. You see,
Of the ancestors, I know they be calling on the ancestors too.
Yeah.
They be into all of that, all 45 is like,
but we're not Egyptians.
You know, that's
Idiot.
an Egyptian custom, man.
Ms. Ryan, we're not Egyptians, man.
Yeah.
We are Israelites, man. We are the Hebrews. Our language is Hebrew. Our nationality, we are the sons of God, the Israelites. You know?
Keep going. It says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High power of God to pulling down of strongholds.
See that? And that's what we're doing. We're pulling down strongholds. The weapon of our warfare, how we battle is by the way of the scriptures. You see? Our sword or our power relies in the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And when you go into Hebrews, it says the word of the Lord is quick, powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword. You see? So we don't need a physical weapon. All we need is the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Yeah, and we pulling down all their strongholds, which is their philosophies, all their false doctrine, all of the things that they teach you that's against the Most High, because it's not of the Most High, man. It's of men. It's always been of men. These people create false gods. This is what they have you following. It goes back to Balaam. When you read back in the book of Judges, when Jacob's falling off following Balaam.
The doctrines. The doctrines of devils.
False gods.
And you find out, you know, none of these other books hold prophecy.
Nope.
The Bible is the only book on the planet that deals with prophecy. If you want to know what the truth is, well, see what's happening in the world. No books have anything of salvation, all right, or the doctrines of prophecy, the things that's to come. You know?
All right. It says, the nation and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of the Most High power God, bringing it into captivity, every Buddha obedience. All of it is just folly, man. It's not going to bring you to life. It ain't going to give you living waters. All you do is in the dark when you follow this bullshit. That's all it just does, man, because it keeps you to follow after wickedness instead of following after Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. So you're not getting close to your power. So they know keeping us away from our power, they got power over us. That's how the other nations, because it says that they be with their God.
Judging Judith.
Yeah,
Judith, the 5th chapter.
Exactly. You cannot overthrow these people. But if they go astray, then you can take them down, man. And they already knew. That's why this devil always allow these people, because really they start infiltrating these guys, and then they take that bag. Because I'm pretty sure young Pharaoh took a bag, man.
Yeah, or the Lord bugged his ass out.
That too. He bugged out and took a bag. He probably did both. Got a stripper pole in the crib.
That nigga through.
Yeah, man.
That nigga through. The thing is, that nigga been through.
Yeah.
He been through when the doctrines that he had going back 15 years ago, when it was the whole versus the Israelites, and he used to always be on a little panel with
Yep, I remember.
Fucking Frankie with Sonetta. Yep. You know, and then it disappeared and went. He was doing whatever he was going through. Cause look, the Lord was fucking all them niggas up, man. You know, he was fucking all them niggas up.
Yep.
Sarah Sukusetti, that nigga was in prison. He was in jail for some fucking years. Took damn near 10 years for niggas to put something on his books.
You
know? So all them niggas been fucked up. The Lord been judging them.
Exactly, man.
You know?
And they always try to come against us and say we was these people. They always try to slander our name. But look, these are the same guys that's actually doing this.
Y'all leaders is faggots. Y'all leaders are faggots.
Which is a bundle of sticks. Let me use Frank, because they just struck me. They just struck me the other day for coming at young Pharaoh. But yeah, which is a bundle of sticks, man. We gonna say, try to clarify that.
Y'all leaders are a bundle of sticks, man. You know? And it shows. Malachi Z. York and all these dudes that follow this Egyptology and all this BS, all them dudes come out to be freaks. And pedos, African Bambata. You know, them y'all leaders, man. You know?
Yeah, they gotta get taken out the way, man. It's only right You know, the Lord is going to do what's right and not going to lead us into the ways of the paths of this wicked way, these wicked people, man.
Yep.
But you know, let me hit this, man, because a lot of these guys, and this is what happened. You got a lot of them now. You got people following and stuff, but they think they're in the Most High. This is Romans 10, and I'm gonna start at 1. Brother, and my heart desire and prayers to the Most High power of God for Israel, that they might be saved. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High power of God, but not according to knowledge. Yep. So a lot of these people don't have knowledge, and this is what happens. Y'all start pushing the doctrine out there, and now you got people following this, and they don't know what the truth anymore. Right. So then what end up happening? Then they become bug outs like you, because now you got them following ways of emptiness. Really, that's what it is. It's just emptiness with it, because it ain't bringing no life. Yep. It says, for they being ignorant of the Most High power of God righteousness, and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High power of God. So this is what happened. They started establishing their own righteousness, their own thing,
their own doctrines.
Yep. And now look at them, man. Look at them now. You see, now they don't know what to follow anymore. They just all over the place.
Yeah.
They scrambling like roaches, man.
Yep.
You know, you ask them.
Yeah. Let me see. That's what you was just explaining. Made me think about gross darkness, because the darkness is the confusion. Darkness is the wickedness, the doctrines. Well, yeah, I can read Isaiah 60:2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. And that's what we're explaining. You people are in gross darkness. That darkness is a representation of false doctrine. That darkness is a representation of confusion. You know, disbelief. Because remember, when I think John 1, it says that light has come into the world, but the dark comprehended it not. That wicked Israelites that didn't understand who the Messiah was. That darkness was a form of confusion. So this is what we're facing right now. We're facing darkness, false doctrines, all right, false ideologies, all right. So that's what we're battling against. You know, it says, "But for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee," which is talking about the elect, the prophets. We are that light that's walking in a dark world. Mm-hmm. You know, we're that light that's walking in a dark world, and that dark world consists of wicked doctrines that's against Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, doctrines that are against the scriptures. Everybody can be saved, you know. Kemet, you know, Jehovah wickedness. All that's darkness. And what the Lord is doing right now is He's breaking up that darkness by the way of the true doctrine. And this is why this Israelite thing is being blown up, because it's going against the wickedness of the world. You know.
Yep. I got a quick one.
Yep.
This is Exodus 20. I'm starting at 1. And the Most God spoke all these words, saying, I am the Lord Yahweh, thy Most High power God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. And that's the problem.
Yep.
Jake always trying to find another God. Like, why? You already got the Most High. You got the Almighty, the actual Creator. We got the actual Creator.
Yep.
And Jake want to follow all of these other gods.
A sheep.
You know?
A sheep can get swindled.
Mm-hmm.
A sheep can get seduced very quickly. You know, and when you study sheep and you look at Israel, yeah, we are those sheep, because sheep are fucking simple. Mm-hmm. You know, they follow anything.
Yep.
But you know, we have to follow the true shepherd of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Yep.
You know.
So that's why you got to just come back to your power, man. And that's it, man. Ain't no other power out there that's gonna deliver you. You know, ain't nobody else gonna deliver us, man. You know, simple as that, man. This is why we got to go to the one and true power, the only power, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That's it. Because everything else is just gonna lead you into a lot of death, because what's about to come to this world is nothing but destruction. See, y'all not looking at what's about to happen. Jacob's trouble is literally around the corner.
Around the corner, yeah.
You know, and y'all not warning the people. We out here actually warning the people, letting them know
it's gonna be too late.
You know,
it's coming to a point where it's gonna be too late, man.
Exactly.
You know,
time is running out.
Yeah. It's like you said, time. The warnings are assumed soon to be quiet, man. The warning is about to cease. See, Ezekiel speaks about on how the Lord is not going to make us a reprover anymore. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, we didn't begin with the apostles and elder bishops, great millstone. We didn't give you the entirety of this truth, the doctrine, the understanding. You know, the terrors to come. We told you who Esau was. We told you his agenda. We told you who the Lord is coming for. You know, so now it comes to the point where if you are the elect or if you're not, because 2/3 of our nation are going to be destroyed. All right, and hell is coming to Babylon the Great, which is America.
Yep.
Like real hell is coming to this place.
I got another one. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 14. For the Most High Power God should bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, rather it be good or rather it be evil. And you seeing a lot of these evil works being shown, and you seeing who actually doing good. We the only ones doing good. We actually here for the people. Now, of course, the Lord is only coming for his elect, and we're going to stand on that anyway, because we hope we are the elect. We want to deliver.
All we doing is delivering the word.
Exactly. But now you're seeing the evilness of these people. Their works are being shown to be false. And that's a beautiful thing, because we've been telling y'all this, that these people have been false. We've been telling y'all that they've been off, man. They not teaching you right.
Yep. We told y'all that then. Look, man, I remember videos being done on young Pharaoh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day. Now look at this punk. You know, with these long ass nails, man.
Leopard.
That's some sorcery shit.
Yeah, yep.
You know, that's some witchcraft stuff.
Yep.
You know, with them long ass nails, man. No man had no long ass nails, man. You know, he sounded articulate, right? He thought, you know, he sounded good. He always had good points that he can make. You know, concerning, you know, the world and, you know, certain things that happens to Jake. Yeah, he was on point with some of those things, but his ultimate belief in this Kemet and Egyptology and whatever the F he believes in, that's the result of him. A nigga with nails and makeup. That's the result of of what they worship. The end of him is having female fucking claws and makeup on his face.
Yeah, man, that's his folly, man, and it's not right. Matter of fact, I got another one. This is Isaiah 5 and 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
That's it.
And put darkness for light and light for darkness. Ooh. And put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Because that's what a lot of these guys did, man. Everything that came when it comes to righteousness, they put it as darkness, man. Because they'll say we doing something wrong all the time. They try to call us pedophiles, man. We messing with little children and all of this, you know the whole, oh shit, I can't turn right here. You know what I'm saying? Make a left. This is the type of stuff that they try to put on us, but now look what happened. It's backfiring on
everything
them.
has backfired on these niggas, man.
You know?
That's how you know who has the truth.
Exactly.
That right there lets you know who has the truth.
And these guys, man, don't have no truth. They don't have no light. They don't have no understanding, you know? So now you're seeing it being trickled down to what, man? Hey, man, it's either you going to come to Yahweh Shem Yahushua way, right, or you're not going to come Yahweh Shem Yahushua way. You know, that's just what it is, man. And we just getting to the point. Look, man, we ain't going to keep pushing these videos out here, telling you guys, man, because y'all don't want to listen. The hell with you, man. We ain't.
The Lord gonna close up shop soon.
Yeah, man, we don't care, man. Y'all can continue doing this wickedness. You know,
continue scoffing.
Yep, you scoff because, you know, the scoffers be coming on my page. You know, y'all can continue doing it, man, you know, because at the end of the day, you going to see the last resorts. have the last laugh at the end of the day, man. You know, while y'all laughing, scoring, and talking mess, we gonna get that last laugh, man. So, man, we just gonna close it out. With that, we gonna give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Kakadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders and GMS and brothers that sincerely doing this work. And if you sisters are listening and learning, being obedient to the husband, keep pushing and doing the work. Shalom, Barakatham, and the Bible Ball.
Shalom and the Bible Ball.